You look like you're trying to find that one spot.
Can't say it.
You can't say it.
Not on camera.
I'm working on the front end. I don't think there's nothing to show you.
You know what I'm thinking?
Yeah, delete this scene. Forever. What are you doing?
It's a perfect puddle by the plasma table.
Oh. All right, so I don't know how this video is going to turn out. Cody was doing all the filming, but this is not going to be the detailed build that everybody wants on the Jeep, but I'll try to do it. You can see he's working, and then I've got to work myself. So it's just kind of a matter of who picks up the camera and films what. Maybe it'll all come out good, but one day, maybe winter project, I'll do a full-on, every single detail, not miss a bit of what we do to these things. So, yeah. We're just trying to get work done on this one. Doing work, gotta wait on it. So this is the Jeep Mark is retiring. Actually, I can't get it. The Cherokee. He's been tough trucked it for several years and then started off-roading it, and it just never worked out. I think he's been through like 7 back hatches. I think they come in grills. I'll tell you more when it's a little quieter. I have to get it on a lift. That front end is actually broke plumb in half. We fixed it. Other than that, I don't know why he don't like it. Radiator in the back. They quit putting speakers and amps. They quit being heavy and broke stuff. We're helping him build this, so we're gonna throw the speakers in scrap metal. But you see, that's 3/8 plate. It took a hard lick right there. Yeah, they must see. Let me show y'all some few things we got going on over here. So, got 4 of these. They sit all the way around. And what I always say, we never have trouble out of them. People in the rust belt do. They blame the rust, but I think it's because they put 8-inch lifts on them. And instead of the arm being like this, you know, ours are like this, pushing this way. I think that just takes a toll and stresses them. Oh, let's see what else we got. Got one that goes right there. Actually, I think it's another one. Yeah, this angle one. And honestly, all it does is if a rock gets here, it'll just slide off. That one. Knuckle braces. Oh, what's it called? Never really had trouble out of this, but like to stay ahead of stuff. So, got one to go right there. Support that one. And I ain't gonna show you the rest of the tabs. I got one to go from there to there. One goes from there to there. Never had trouble out of them, ever. And then, I gotta go get some, oh, hold up, here they are. These things, they go through, and I know you're probably confused as heck what they're doing, but when you see my transmission mount, pretty nifty. So I'm gonna start working on that. What's that mean? Big guy in a little coat. Likes playing with metal. Justin's airing up a tire for a vehicle we're taking apart.
They don't give me power tools. They don't trust me, so I play with blocks.
Yeah, building blocks. So we're gonna get back at it and see what we can make happen. Why does this look so weird? Mark got a 3-inch lift with like 7-inch shocks. Or 7-inch lift shocks. Alright, got a bunch of stuff flopped over and antifreeze and
Zip ties everywhere.
zip ties are good. Zip ties are cheap, easy, and well, not reusable, but you just cut them. So literally we're just taking that out right there. Still gotta do the interior, I think. Rear end. Oh, check out his front end. See, I'm supposed to be showing y'all this stuff and I forget. This one was a wreck. It was cheap, but he rebuilt these. We usually brace them up. Well, all I gotta do is turn around and show you this one. This is one, that's how I usually brace it up. And those, unnecessary, but this is a different build. This one didn't really have the right kind of metal, but these tubes will start bending if you start doing like sick jumps. And then these knuckle braces right here, gotta have them. The bottom one usually don't bend, just the top one. I think can we go up and watch this thing drop?
I was just saying, sure. The axle is ready to drop.
So satisfying.
Never mind, go ahead. Never mind.
The rear end's is falling. I'm assuming Lake took the bolts out. Give the rear end a swift kick, and that one too. Oh.
That was
very undramatic.
I'm the smallest guy here. Oh wow. His welds did not last.
Oh, the spring just broke off. That was welded.
Yeah.
You're going to be a better welder.
The shot?
Spring? Yeah.
So, I think that's, We'll catch you up in just a second.
Right.
Alright, day 2, super early, it's like 10 o'clock. And if I haven't explained what's going on, that Jeep Mark built and he don't like it. So we're taking everything, that one's been 4-link converted. Basically, he just took a ZJ rear end, shoved it up there, built some mounts, whatever. So now we've got a ZJ and he's actually going to build it 4-seater. I think he's got, what do you call him? Niece, nephew, cousin, whatever. But that front end actually got physically broken half. The tube shattered. So he's building a new front end, and then we're using that rear end, no problem out of it. And I'm pretty sure he's using his racing seats. I don't fully know, but we don't have a lot of time on our hands to do that because he was going to school all day, and then he's working second shift at night. So literally he has time to sleep. So we're trying to rush this through. I know the video is probably not going to be that great just because this is my shop. I've got to have it to work out of, and we're trying to rush this through. So I'm gonna get started on it, or started on some stuff, and they'll be here later. And our cameraman's not here, so like I said, somebody picks up the camera, me, whoever. It's the only way we're getting footage. So yeah, Mark's one of them, build it good now and worry about it later. We realized the cross member has no bolts. It's fully welded.
Look at what's
This is welded. What are y'all even?
The bolts were also welded.
The bolts were welded. This is welded. Oh my goodness.
Well, I had to quick release in the front.
This is very fantastic work. This side has bolts.
Oh, it's also welded.
Oh.
Are you serious?
So put bolts and then weld it to make sure.
I'm gonna cut both sides.
We got the knuckle swap. Got some metal. I don't remember what I've showed y'all. Like I said, the videos that I'm taking are so far apart. I think I already showed y'all them. Factory control arms. We just put a strip of metal. It's not even thick. It's like that thin, 1/8 inch or something. So progress, getting there. So sad I gotta throw this away. I spent so much time on that, triple 1,000 bolt pipes through it. Yeah, it's nice. This is just hanging by some wire. I wouldn't put your head under it.
Oh, we was wondering what that was hanging by a while ago. I told him it was the shaft.
No, there's no bolts in that. Definitely not the normal way to get a cross member out. We got his vice grip to that thing so it can't fall. Woo. Yeah, dirt. Should have cleaned the dirt off before you started. Need a hammer?
Yeah.
We got a big hammer. Oh yeah, it's good. Professional work, Mark. The bolts stay in there so you never lose them.
What is that?
Smack my finger. Y'all seen that too. Dang.
That's hot, by the way. Don't touch that. All right.
Fabulous.
One step closer.
Why does that transfer case look unnaturally clean right there?
I don't know. I noticed this kept getting closer to me as a plastic bottle.
That's where your fire was at whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
Mark had a fire on his Jeep. He's got a floor pan up there.
We've got a whole hole here. This is where
Yeah.
the exhaust was.
His lady's feet are short, so he built like a floor pan, and all the leaves get under there, and between the pan and the exhaust, caught a fire one time. But he's getting stuff welded. We got that out, fixed to get the motor out. We just realized, we was talking about Mark welding everything, and pretty much every video, if you think back, Mark has been welding everything. Look at his transmission mount. I'll give him credit. What is this?
Solid.
No, what is this?
I don't think that's how he's worked. He's been watching too much Jimmy Cameron stuff. It's got everything hanging by a ratchet strap. I got the drive shaft out there soaking in some gear oil.
We got adjusted some nitrous to report those.
Nitrous?
Oh yeah.
Wow. I didn't know. Well, that is. What color is nitrous?
Just depends on what brand you get.
You got anything in it?
Not a lot.
Mark's Jeep may be halfway welded. We'll weld it another day. Or we can break out the stick welder. Or I got a TIG. You want a hand TIG the whole Jeep?
I'd rather stick with it.
Yeah, I'd rather stick weld. We got a cracker jack welder. Alright, I'm gonna sit this thing on the ground and get that motor out of there. It's not even hot, and Mark has made him a,
Drop top.
what do you call that?
Welded sleeves.
Let's see this. Let me see the back.
You gonna button it? Not even. It's 86. It's not even that bad. That's crazy. The other day when it was so humid, it was 86. It was miserable. It's 86 right now and it's not even bad.
It feels good today.
So I just did a short video, but I'll show y'all. Turn the light on. If you want to do a standalone harness, this connector that goes right down here, it actually bolts into the, well, it's like a fuse box connector, but 7mm quarter. I don't remember exactly. Well, that one's a quarter, and this works on, I know 91 through 95, maybe 6, and possibly 87 through 96. But that bolts right up there. Cut every single wire except a blue with a yellow tracer. That's what turns the ignition on out there. So if you supply it with a hot, positive, whatever you want to call it, it'll turn on the everything under the hood there. And then the yellow wire is just the starter. You can run your own starter wire, but I think he run it over to the switch panel, and that's how you make a standalone harness, I guess you'd say. So he getting it welded up. We're fixing to pull this motor. We're about there. He told me to hold this. Gotta have fire safety. Safety first. And high safety. Feel like a pilgrim using a torch. We had the technology. It does work, don't it?
It works pretty good. It's hard to complain about. I was gonna say to watch the whole frame move here. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I figured it had something on it. I'm gonna wear a strap. Pull that back so I don't cut the cord off the bottom. This is 3/8 metal, by the way, if you can't tell.
I don't like it.
Hard to be steady.
You worried one's gonna go down in your shoe there?
No. Maybe.
She's ready. Yeah, that's pretty good.
I did a front flip.
I got these straps off here. It's a truck.
It's a tailgate.
Y'all ever want to know how we mount our gas tanks?
2x4s. Yes, they work.
We just keep talking about Mark and his welding.
Mark's solution to everything is just weld it, and it won't come off.
What else? No, he welded this. I forgot about that. No.
He probably bolted that. I think.
Well, the other Jeep, one of his Jeeps, he welded the gas filler necker. Wait, that come out wrong. But I'm gonna get the SkyTrack and shove it up there, because when you try to, the doors just get in the way. We gotta get all these seats, and I don't know why he puts this stupid radio in there. So yeah, let me go get some forks. What we do?
It's pulling.
Thanks to experts for our ratchet strap.
We got that ratchet strap at the Dollar General.
Just a little gas.
Fired up. Hold on. They're fired up.
Yeah, probably.
Hold on, Mark.
Ease it down gently.
Gently. Now come down.
Gently.
Gently. Poor thing.
Alright, Mark's making noise. Justin's dissecting this thing. Mark's a giraffe, so he had him out the seat on the floor. Getting the radiator. Oh, there's a 4x4. No, it is a 2x4. Never mind. 4x4 and a 2x4. So, show you. Well, let me grab one. Just in case you're ever wondering. These stick up there. And if you don't notch right, I can't use my finger. That piece of metal used to go up here, and there's a little pinch seal. So you have to, it'll only go down about right there, and now it'll flex. So, little trick there. And get the rear end put up there. So, working on that. So, Justin's still trying to get that seat out. We ain't having no luck, man, to just cut the bottom of the floor out. And just look at all these wires everywhere.
Lots of them.
Huh.
I got rid of most of them, didn't I?
Yeah, had to get the speakers. So Mark's reworking his shock mounts back there. It's so crazy. He's got the good bump stops right here, and that's what these are, what, Energy Daystar, something like that. And that's the best holding, or best holding up, what is it? The longest lasting bump stop we've found. But these things off the 87 old Renix Cherokees, that's the good ones. That's just so unbelievable that something from the 80s, which would be 30 something years old, pushing 40 years old, can last better than anything nowadays. So keep on plugging away, and maybe we might drop test this in there here in a little while. See if the cage actually works. Anything else to add?
I'm gonna need some help getting this seat out.
Yeah. You look like you're trying to find that one spot.
Can't say it.
You can't say it.
Not on camera.
Oh, I'm trying to get the seat out. We're gonna get this thing out of here. I don't know what he's doing.
He's getting them 2 bolts that I couldn't hit.
Yeah. All right, I think we got it stripped out, and Mark wants, now that the Jeep's done, he wants to test the cage out, so we'll figure out a way to test the... Can we just run over with the SkyTrack?
I think
Come
that's possible.
We need to build a monster.
I like how Mark wants to test the cage when he's not gonna ever drive it again.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
might get driven again.
So what are y'all doing?
Midget wrestling.
Okay, it's
Your
gotta be
turn, Mark. Go ahead.
People's elbow.
Alright.
Oh yeah.
Alright, man. It's glad it's long.
Been good knowing you.
Don't scratch it.
That's perfect. Oh, it's gonna fall. It's gonna fall! That wasn't supposed to happen.
Ready? Go. Come on, pick up.
Alright, let her down.
Come forward.
Right there. Teamwork.
Oh, yeah. That worked really good.
You think you can make it land on its roof?
Trying.
Mark, I don't think you've ever been that high up a hill anyways.
That's pretty daggone high.
It's- Sure.
You even did it.
It looks the same as it did before.
They look even better.
Alright, so we did a flip and a half. So how we gonna fix that?
I mean, it did shift. That's pretty bad.
Oh yeah.
Look at the body line. Oh, it buckled the cage.
Oh, it did buckle the cage.
Or was it always like that? Oh,
always like that?
no, it buckled it. All right, so we're
I
learning
know-
lessons.
I know for a fact it buckled it because look,
look,
because look here. These
We're together.
We're together.
Mark would weld his stuff. Okay, so we need more bracing right here.
Hey,
If you're falling from,
I'm gonna need that battery.
if you're
Trey.
falling from,
I'm gonna need that battery, Trey.
all right, try again.
Yeah, let's try again.
Maybe hit it on the roof and it'll go down.
You know, it might go higher. I just get scared. On the picture.
Second try. Going a little slower this time. It hit in the exact same spot.
No, that hit the top.
You're gonna shove the door back in.
Wow. Maybe we need to build these cages a little. Look back here.
Oh wow. I mean, you'd still live, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we forget metal flexes, but so little. That's what I say. Like,
If you're
look right
dropping
here.
from 35, 40 feet.
With no weight.
You're in trouble.
Look right here. Look back up there. People complain about all the time like gussets. Right here, if you had a gusset, not saying that wouldn't have been at all, but that would have helped right there.
Yep.
Well, you can't sell a Jeep now, I can go ahead and tell you that. If you had any ideas of selling it.
$3 grand.
Look at
Or better offer.
Look right
We know
here.
what we got.
Look at the body is squeezed together.
I said, look how much the Jeep itself flexed.
Yeah, look up under the tunnel.
Yeah. All right, one more time.
One more time.
Try.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, Matt's already done that. So
We've already experienced that.
yeah, that's the exact same. Why is there a piece of wood?
Oh, I was on my gas tank again.
I just want to say, this is not Dex's Jeep's cage built right here. This is Mark Crow.
Mark Crow.
Good dive.
Well, we learned that one didn't work.
That door wasn't
You
welded.
should have welded the door
I
on.
should have welded the door on.
Procrastinating.
Oh, that's where that fluid's coming from. It's like, there's no fluid left in here.
It definitely cleaned the Jeep out. I mean, this is a good way to clean a Jeep out if you just wanted
For sure, for sure.
gets all the trash and the nuts and bolts. And
The steering wheel broke off. How did that happen?
It
oh, I did it with a SkyTrack.
It wasn't welded.
What have we learned today?
Yeah, you're definitely not getting a transmission in there anymore.
Yeah.
They make good antennas. This is our next Jeep build right here.
So now,
This is the one we get running and drive to town.
You build it, we destroy it.
Back to work. Back in the shop, I think we started realizing it's kind of crunch time. Got all this stuff swept up into a pile. Blake's pulling a battery box off we forgot to get off. Mark's swapping motor mounts to ZJ motor mounts. Justin, what do you...
I'm just doing things.
He don't even know what he's doing. I'm working on brakes. I'll try to explain that when we get done. The portioning valve, that's one trick I don't think I've taught nobody. We throw them away and just straight wire them. Have good luck at them. So putting some more work in.
how's your experience? No cuss words.
Well, in the beginning I was like, oh yeah, we got this. After the 15 welds, 2 bolts, and still a mystery weld that's holding it together.
Where's the battery box?
Still in the Jeep. Your battery box?
We're eBaying one tonight. All right, so it's late. All of us older people are sitting down. Sit. What you got there, Lake?
This is Sarah. Say everybody hello to the channel.
Hi, Sarah.
I thought she was just...
And Mark is actually working. We're proud of him. What are you doing? Why is he making that noise?
Sarah wants to know
Oh,
what
he
you're
broke
doing,
it.
Mark. What are you doing?
All right, well, we're gonna follow up on this maybe tomorrow. Golly, it's 11 o'clock. All right, getting it done. Mark got some limit straps. We run those. It just helps keep from blowing out the shock bushings up there. Not a mandatory thing. I think the rear end's completely done. Stock ones, just a little brace. I think I showed y'all brace. Cross member, probably hard to believe. We don't run mounts at all. This 3/8 here, see how it's sitting on that lip right there? And I run a bolt all the way through with a piece of pipe. And like my white one, I'm pretty sure I just laid it up there and pulled the trigger with a welder. But I did this a little better. Just a spacer through there. Bolts, I'd like to countersink them, but that's a hub bolt actually. And yeah, Justin's over there hammering on the drive shaft. One step at a time. Just in case you was wondering. That was like a rare fender. I have one nice color in good shape. Oh. He burnt my fender. Purposely, on purpose. What are you doing, Justin?
Trying to get this in this hole right here. It's so close.
Oh. That's our biggest fan right there. Justin's, we got thing from a buggy build. It's improper, but that'll work. So he runs all 3 lines into that. That does the front brakes, and I think I already said this, but the back is actually the front brakes. What else? I got my standalone harness, gotta get that. I'm getting my main hot wire run back there before we start cluttering everything up. And Mark is trying to mount a ginormous fuel cell back there that probably is gonna take up the whole trunk. And it's not really ideal, but we'll give it a shot, see what happens. Other than that, going smooth, just time-consuming build. So the other guy tagged along here. What are you doing here, Justin?
What do you mean? I'm running brake lines. I think I'm gonna shove it in this
Where
top
do you-
hole right here.
Top hole?
Yeah, is that where brake lines go?
All this wiring.
I mean, it's already a grommet there.
Well, yeah, that's better than I did. I run the hot wire for the starter. I was gonna do like a What?
What?
Yes, brake fluid leaking.
It's just flinging. It's all up in the sky here, flinging around everywhere. But I was going around a Mark
need to
rubber
straighten
grommet.
this.
But Mark never does anything the right way, so I just use duct tape, kind of fit his style. He welds everything. And granted, welds don't break usually, but it's just not the way you're supposed to do some stuff.
Undo the straight. There you go. See,
I don't think it works like this.
You're trying to. Oh, that's
Get a
you
hold.
hit that with a hammer.
Oh, but you hit it. You don't. Okay.
Look at that. This dude is a genius.
Sweet. Okay, now I'm gonna shove it in this hole.
All right, we're gonna keep on working. All right, got some stuff wired up. Justin's making final fuel pump. Mark's making a lot of noise. Got a drill hole for the, why is it making fucking?
Mark's making a lot of noise.
It's backing off.
You need a 12-volt drill.
Only when I can get in the hole.
Oh. So yeah, I think I've got it wired up. Only need 2 wires, 1 wire for the ignition, 1 wire for the starter. And we actually found the one we cut off for the fuel pump. So that's what we're using. We ain't gonna run a wire trying to save a few dollars. So I'm gonna let y'all see first fire up whether it works or not.
So what's going on here?
Well, we drilled a hole over here. I think he was successful there for the radiator hose. And he found an evaporator cord. So we're not taking the dash out. I think he's gonna try to jiggly saw and drop the evaporator cord out. But I think I'm done with the wiring. These are the 2 wires I told y'all about. And then I came back and found the original fuel pump wire. And then we tacked into that fuel pump wire. So without being fake, I'm gonna try to crank it. We legit have not tried this yet. How about raising it up on the lift? Because I don't know if it's in gear.
It might be in gear because I don't think it's connected.
No, I connected it.
Oh, you did connect it? Raise it up a little bit.
We don't have park neutral safety switches for some reason.
Skip that part.
Like, we gotta hook the battery up too. We gotta bypass the neutral safety switch on the starter thing because I use the relay, but I don't think Mark uses it. Cut.
Cut.
Alright, so if you didn't know on the relay, I'm sure I've taught this before, but the 2 that are parallel with each other, those one's a ground, that's the park neutral switch, and then the other is the hot. Hit the hot, that's your start wire. So it sends power from this hot to that one. So I gotta ground that one and cheat the system just a little bit. Nobody will get hurt. Alright, we like doing things Mark style, so check it out. We're gonna wrap a wire around the stud, we're gonna sneak up on it with our socket.
Well, normally he would just weld it, but
Here, you'll see if it works. I don't think it grounded. Is the battery still on? So that's not even grounded? Oh, yeah, it is. My bad. Okay. I was getting a little confused there. So we're just gonna shove it off in the hole and make sure nothing's there. And then we just stick the relay back in and it should fire right up.
should.
On the relay. Hell, don't even cut the camera. I can do it.
One take.
One take. No fake stuff. Mark may go for a wrap.
I'm gonna stand over here.
That wasn't even made up at all.
No. That was your tires.
Oh,
They was going 900 miles an hour.
We have a lot of fun. If y'all watch this, we appreciate y'all. We're gonna get this up. It's Sunday. It's going on 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I'm not gonna lie because it's daylight. So button it up and you'll see this thing on the trail. He said Turtleback's first hill. I'm gonna say he's gonna change his mind when he sees it.
He's never seen Turtleback. Thanks for watching.